Hello class 12th. Today we will discuss about double fertilization. This topic become very important for you because in this topic you will see many terms and processes are there. And because many terms are there, that's why many questions comes in your NEET exam, in your AIMS exam and in Armed Forces Medical Corps exam. In your board exam also from this topic in 3 marks category or in 5 marks category में क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं, right? So let's start the topic now. टॉपिक स्टार्ट करने से पहले we will see this diagram. This diagram will remind you the previous topic, pollen pistil interaction. Here pollen, stigma, style, pollen tube, and pollen tube is getting entry inside ovule through micropylorite, which is present inside the ovary. And the inside of the ovary you can see one structure is there. This structure is called embryo sac, an embryo sac. And here it is a large structure of it, large structure of embryo sac. Okay, so the whole topic we will discuss inside it, right? So let's start the topic. First of all, I will introduce you with this structure. Okay, the upper area of the structure is callagel end area, and the callagel end area you can see 3 cells are there. The name of 3 cells are antipodal cells. This lower side area is called micropylar end area, and here you can see 2 cells are there. Okay, these cells are called synergids. The left one and this right one is called synergids. And the pollidy of the synergid is haploid. Haploid means half number of chromosomes are there. Okay. Now this middle cell is an egg. This is an egg cell. And the pollidy of an egg cell is also haploid, means half number of chromosomes. Okay, so all 3 together means 2 synergids and 1 cell together known as egg apparatus. So what we call this area? Egg apparatus. Okay, now the complete area which is present here, okay, this is called the central cell. This whole area is called central cell, and in between of the central cell you can see secondary nucleus. This secondary nucleus having 2 polar nuclei. How many polar nuclei? 2 polar nuclei are there. Okay. Two polar nuclei are there, and each polar nuclei is haploid. So 2 polar nuclei, okay, one having N and another also having N, so 2N. Okay, so secondary nucleus is 2N. That means 2 polar nuclei having haploidy there. Okay, so this is about the embryo sac. If you will see the complete diagram of an embryo sac, then you will see it's a 7-cell structure. Okay, how this is called the 7-cell structure? 3 cells are here. Okay, and 3 cells are here. Total 6 cells. Okay, and 1 is a complete central cell. So 3 plus 3 plus 1, total 7 cells. This embryo sac is also called the 8-nucleate embryo sac. Now how this is called the 8-nucleate embryo sac? 3 nucleus are here in 3 antipodal cells. 3 nucleus are here, 2 in synergid and 1 in egg. So total number of nucleus is 6, and 2 nuclei are here. Those are called the polar nuclei. So 6 plus 2, 8 nuclei. So that's why the embryo sac is also called 8-nucleate embryo sac. Okay. After this we will discuss the processes takes place inside an embryo sac. To understand all these processes, first of all, we have to understand what happened here. In the last of the pollen pistil interaction, I taught you the pollen tube get entry into the micropylar end of an ovule. So question comes, how? How the pollen tube know where it has to synthesize, where it has to go? Pollen tube को कैसे पता चलता है? So for that you have to understand it very clearly. Okay? In this structure you can see here some finger-like projections are present just down of the egg apparatus. These finger-like projections are called filiform apparatus. What is called? Filiform apparatus. This filiform apparatus having two main functions. Number one, it secretes a chemotrophic solution. This chemotrophic solution attracts the pollen tube towards it. Supposed to be this pollen tube is synthesizing towards down. Then this chemotrophic solution will attract the pollen tube towards it. अंदर के लिए. Okay, so this is the first function of filiform apparatus. It attracts the pollen tube towards it. Number two, pollen tube जब यहां पे पहुंचती है तो pollen tube having three nucleus. First of all, in front, one nucleus is there, and that is called the tube nucleus. This is what? Tube nucleus. And behind tube nucleus, two male gametes are present. Okay. So the second function of the filiform apparatus is कि filiform apparatus इनको गाइड करता है, इन न्यूक्लियस को गाइड करता है कि इन्हें कैसे एम्ब्रोसेक के अंदर जाना है. So got the both function. First, attract the pollen tube towards it, and second, guide the nuclei how they have to get entry inside the embryo and from where they have to get entry inside the embryo. Okay, ये दोनों काम किसके गए? Filiform apparatus के. Okay, now when these nuclei reach near the egg apparatus, that time first any one synergids out of two, any one synergids will dissolve, and when the synergid dissolve, that time this tube nucleus will get entry first of all. Okay, when the tube nucleus will get entry inside an embryo sac, so the role of the tube nucleus is finished. Now the tube nucleus will degenerate. Okay, and after that the first male gamete will get entry inside the embryo sac and will meet with egg cell there. Okay, so the mating of the first male gamete with the female gamete, which is called egg, so that mating is called syngamy. Okay, and after that it fertilize and synthesis zygote. Another hand, the second male gamete get entry, okay, after the first male gamete, and that second male gamete will meet with the secondary nucleus. The secondary nucleus having two polar nuclei. Okay, so male gamete is haploid, polar nuclei are haploid, egg cell is haploid. So all when these haploid will meet with each other, so these will increase the number of haploidity. Okay, so when first male gamete get entry and meet with the egg, so it synthesis 2n zygote, and when second male gamete get entry and meet with the secondary nucleus, so it synthesis 3n PEN. Okay, what is that? That we will discuss after it. So have you seen all the processes which gamete is meeting with which gamete? Okay, now we will discuss these things in detail. Okay, so first of all we will see when the first male gamete is getting entry and meeting with the egg. So first male gamete is haploid and egg cell is also haploid. So the mating of the first male gamete with the egg cell is called syngamy. Okay. Syngamy synthesis a zygote. So N plus N will get 2N, diploid zygote. Okay. The formation of zygote is called fertilization and the syngamy is called true fertilization because the diploid zygote synthesis in this process. Okay. In second process, when second male gamete get entry in embryo sac, so it just meet with the secondary nucleus. Okay. And secondary nucleus having two polar nuclei and each polar nuclei is N. So because two are there, so N plus N, 2N is there. Okay. So this male gamete which is haploid will meet with the two polar nuclei of the secondary nucleus and N plus 2N, 3N are there. So that's why this is called triple fusion and this will synthesis PEN. It is called the primary endospermic nucleus and this is triploid. Okay, the polarity of the primary endospermic nucleus is triploid. Okay, so here you can see syngamy and triple fusion, both process. Got it? So this syngamy and triple fusion takes place inside an embryo sac. Okay, so syngamy plus triple fusion is synthesizing the triploid primary endospermic nucleus and zygote. So this is called double fertilization, right? Syngamy plus triple fusion said double fertilization. Okay, this double fertilization first of all observed by the Nauschin in 1898. He has seen the double fertilization process in Ferritillaria and Lilium plants. Okay, the very important, please you note down the name of these plants. Okay, so here you can see this process takes place inside an embryo sac. So double fertilization in embryo sac takes place, one side it synthesis zygote and second side it synthesis primary endospermic nucleus. Okay, so this zygote will develop an embryo after it which is also diploid and the primary endospermic nucleus which is triploid will synthesis endosperm, right? This endosperm will synthesis first and then after it will give the nutrition to the developing embryo. These processes are simultaneously, these processes run here. Okay, so we can say about कि पहले कौन बना, एंडोस्पर्म बना और एंडोस्पर्म बनने के बाद this endosperm will provide the nutrition to the developing embryo. Okay, and then after we can see the mature embryo there. There are three types of embryo. The first is the globular embryo. The second is horseshoe shaped embryo, and the third is mature embryo. Okay, so all these three types of embryo you can see which will get the nutrition from endosperm. After this we will see what changes come in structure of an embryo after fertilization. Okay, so first of all we will see after fertilization the role of antipodal cell finish, and these antipodal cell degenerate antipodal cell will degenerate. Synergid cells will also degenerate. So degenerated synergid cell. Okay, this egg will synthesis zygote Okay, here the central nucleus will become primary endospermic nucleus, right? And the central cell, this central cell, now this central cell is called what? PEC. That means the primary endospermic cell. Okay, so these are the changes which takes place into an embryo sac after fertilization. After this topic, I will teach you post-fertilization events. Okay, that I will teach you in the next video. So children, that's all for today. Hope you got whole topic properly. Okay, children, in this lockdown time, please stay at home and save your and your family life. God bless all of you.